can like spend less money on hotels when I travel to like sing at weddings and street perform and sing at barbecues and stuff like that. So like I've been on the road the entire summer, and so me and my dog are just like in my car because we're on the road. I'm about to actually go put my trailer in the storage, and you guys are probably going to see me go live in my house actually for a change during the winter. So yeah, I'm always in my car because I'm on the road and I'm a musician. So I don't know if that answers that, but did that answer your question?
Yeah, sorry, my kids started talking to me. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Where was I? Oh yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your time, so I'm definitely going to make it quick. Again, about the Mel situation, like really, like I said, she just looked like a person who was genuinely confused and not really sure exactly how the hell to react. And people are being very disingenuous if they're going to actually sit here and say that they've never been in a similar position.
Right, exactly.
Simple.
And also, too, let me add to that, right? Like, you know that feeling where as a kid, when your mom tells you to not do something, it makes you want to do it more?
Yeah, yep.
So, like, the fact that Tabby is, like, being so fucking ridiculous with holding Mel to this ridiculous standard that she has to have some type of PhD in racism, the reason why I go so hard defending Mel in terms of that is because it's, like, because she's being so ridiculous, it makes me want to, like it's giving me that similar reaction. Like I don't want Mel to read the books at all because you're being a bitch. You feel me?
Exactly. Right.
Like just because you're being annoying about it. Like in any other instance, I would be like, okay, let's check out the books. We can check it out together. Like, but because of the way they're going about it, it makes me want to be like, Mel, fuck them. Like, don't read those fucking books. Fuck those fucking books.
So speaking of, I've had my issues with this individual in the past where they purposely misrepresented something I had said to paint me out as anti-Black. And I'm going to tell you exactly what that was. Listen to this. My statement was, and I still got the videos, my statement was, New Yorkers use AAVE. If you're from New York City, you know.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, she twisted it to say that I said that AAVE came from New York City. I'm like, I never fucking said that. And then because of that, oh, she's anti-Black. I'm like, girl, like, no.
Like, you're doing way too much. Sorry, Atlantic, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
It was just a complete misrepresentation. And they will go, hosting lives and lies. And they're like, bro, that's not what happened. You're like literally lying. We play the clips. I'm like, you see?
Yeah.
And then that stopped. They were just harassing the fuck out of me for like a few days.
And then I was in a live earlier where I was pointing that out, like how someone can make a little teeny mistake and then all of a sudden they're racist and they're this and they're that. And then like you get when that's fine if that happens in real life, but when it happens on the internet in front of hundreds, if not thousands of people, and people just go after that person and attack them and call them racist and like harass them and send them like unaliving threats, and like at that point it goes from like, okay, are we just holding a person accountable and saying, hey, you made a mistake, do better, and then like let's move on from it, or are we like demonizing, villainizing, like assassinating someone's character because they made a human mistake that they're bound to make? Because we all grew up in a racist society. We all grew up in a transphobic, in a homophobic, in an ableist society. We all did. I didn't stop saying the R word until 2022.
Right, not to mention a lot of us come from different cultures too. Like I'm Dominican. I'm not really American. I don't know shit. The whole American thing, I'm like learning that like, not now, but like, it's recent for me, but I'm Dominican. So it's like people need to take that into consideration that like not everybody is from the same culture that you're from, and then we use different language.
Right.
And it
exactly
that meaning that it has for you.
So does that mean that, like, because I said the R word in 2021, that I need to be canceled for the rest of my life? Can we be for real? Can we please be for real?
They find it hard to be for real, honestly. And actually, I'm so glad that you brought up Tabby because she really had, like, I'm so irked, right? How do you call out somebody for racism, but then in the same breath, you fix your mouth to refer to somebody using a disgusting racist term? How do you do that?
Are you talking about the coon word?
Yeah, exactly. Like, she knows that that's freaking racist. She knows that that's disgusting. And she used that word against you while, you know, admonishing you for freaking supposedly engaging in racism.
That's a good point.
You know, and like if you want to be so for real right now, shouldn't Tabby actually be getting more of this hate than Mel? Mel passively engaged in so-called racism by not saying anything. Tabby directly participated in freaking racism by actually having the words come out of her blasted mouth. I think the punishment needs to fit the crime. I think people have harassed Mel way too much and it's unfair. And, you know, Tween, you're getting hate for it. And I am so proud of you for standing by your fucking friend because you should. And honestly, all of this that has happened, I know it sucks, but it really has shown you, it helps weed out who's really for you and who isn't. You know, a lot of fake people have exited stage left because of this. And now you're left with the people who genuinely love you and care.
But I wouldn't necessarily say that the people who have abandoned me don't love me. I think that they were peer pressured into you know, viewing me as problematic. I think that it's just peer pressure and it's just
they fell for it. They cracked. They cracked.
Right, that's true.
They cracked.
But like, I just feel like, you know, this is going to sound so cliche, but love is supposed to be like the strongest motivator. Love breaks through anything. And if your love wasn't enough to keep you by your friend's side, then how much did you really love that person?
Yeah, I mean, but a lot of them, this is why I think it's important for us to have these lives where we do talk about these things, because it'll help people have an understanding of what's happening, that mob mentality, that cult-like behavior, that, you know, that the bullying and harassment. When we educate people, it'll help people make sense of what's happening in their minds.
Mm-hmm.
Tweener, check your, check your I'm sorry. Check your TikTok DMs real quick.
Oh, if I can't even do that. If I do that, it'll pause the live.
I'll put it in. I'll do it the other way.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, lady. Did you want to say something else?
I just wanted to say one very last thing before I drop, if you don't mind.
No, you don't have to drop. We don't have any other people in the box.
Oh, okay. Thank you. What was I gonna say? I actually had to write some of it down. So actually piggybacking off of what the other guest in this panel said a little earlier, how when she mentioned that the way you say things just made it click for her, you know, I feel like that's also something that people need to remember. Everybody has a different style. Everybody has a different way they're going to do things. Everyone has their own vocabulary. Like Atlantic said, people come from their different cultures. We all have different ways of expressing ourselves. You know, we have enough politically correct people on the freaking app, you know, and they appeal to some folks and
versus having like a white wife.
That. But there are other folks that it's going to click better with you because you speak their language, you get them, you speak in a way that makes them want to listen. So I don't understand why people are against that as well. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say for the most part.
Yeehaw! Thank you, Sammy. Yeah, yeehaw! Thank you. I appreciate you. Anti-cookie, that is correct.
Oh no, the parallels there, like we're not.
Yeah. Hey, Aiko, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Did you want to add something?
Yeah, I guess I'm a friendly, I suppose. But I'm 28. I'm trans. I know Auntie Cookie. Hey, Auntie Cookie. Hey, Echo. I don't know the situation, but I was gonna say, like, when I came in, I heard what Atlantic said. I felt bad, but also like I understood, because I think in our community, I do see a lot of weaponizing certain languages, like so that when it's convenient, like very selective. So if someone says something and they don't agree with your point, or they don't like something you said, they immediately try to find a way to crucify you. So that way you either feel bad, or they feel like that's the end all be all for an argument. That nope, you're prejudiced, so you're no longer qualified to speak. You're no longer qualified for an opinion. So I think that's very unfortunate, but it is a thing that people do. But also too, being someone who is Nigerian and African, I'm Nigerian, Dominican, and Southeast Asian. How can someone be black? I don't know if I could say that. Anti-black, and then you be of Dominican heritage. Like, it just don't make sense. Like, people just be saying anything, honestly. People claim that Dominicans and Puerto Ricans and other Caribbeans don't claim their heritage enough. But when they do, it's a problem. When they don't, it's a problem. So really, it's a never-ending battle, I feel like. And a lot of people, like I said, just kind of weaponize it for their convenience, unfortunately.
Right. I was gonna say that I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have dinner, but thank you for letting me up. And also, just be ready. Some of the people are in here listening and watching. They're gonna start a live talking hella smack. So expect that, okay? My advice: ignore the fuck out of it.
You were one of the first creators that I stumbled upon on this app, and I've always loved you. I support you. You're valid, and you're beautiful. And thank you for being my friend. I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you, Queen. I'll see you later. I gotta go now.
You're always welcome here too, by the way.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you to whoever gifted.
So-
I appreciate it.
So for that person earlier who was saying that anybody who gets mad at you for making money on here, they're just jealous, I completely agree with that. That's all. I just, it's like, why would it?
Imagine shaming somebody. Imagine shaming somebody for putting in work, for spending hours advocating and educating, shaming them for receiving appreciation for their work.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Imagine that.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You earn it.
And it almost worked too, because I did begin to feel guilty. Like, am I clout chasing? Am I doing something wrong here by accepting gifts and donations and stuff like that? But as I noticed some other things, I kind of put it together. I was like, nah, these people, they just don't want to see me win. So fuck them. And I think that it's totally valid to accept appreciation, especially since we need to survive. Things cost money. I have a car, I have a trailer, I have a dog, I have bills, I have a phone bill, I have I gotta pay for all kinds of things. And the support that I get on here is the reason why I can keep coming on here and entertaining you guys and offering the education, offering the advocacy. If you guys weren't showing appreciation, I couldn't be here.
Right.
Because I would have to find another source of income, which I do have another source of income. But I've been singing professionally for the past 10 years. I'm jaded off that shit. I want a break from singing. I've been singing professionally since I was 17 years old. So TikTok has offered me something new, and something fresh, and I appreciate that, So if you guys support me, I can keep coming back. You send support and I'll keep coming back. I got you.